What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome. I know it is a late night session, but I have this and I just had to share it with you guys. And I want to talk a little bit about AI because the truth of the matter is AI will not replace you. And if you're like, what is AI? Artificial intelligence. It will not replace you, but it will replace the employee that you cannot afford yet. And if you're like, wait, what do you mean? Let me make something absolutely clear. You guys have heard me. If you've ever tuned in to my Breakfast Club call or any of my mentorship calls, you've heard me say this tons and tons of times before. You can't replace high touch with high tech, right? You will never be able to replace community. You will never be able to replace my in-person masterminds or any of those things. However, it's important for you to know what tools are your fingertips because high tech can actually protect the high touch. Let me explain. And I'm telling you this as a brand and business strategist. Most businesses, they're not struggling because they're not talented. They're struggling because they're missing two things: systems. Systems, you've ever heard me explain it. The acronym stands for saving yourself some time, energy, and money. And the second thing is the follow up. And yes, that is where the money is because being booked does not mean necessarily that you're profitable. Being busy does not mean that you're scaling. A lot of people always be like, I'm busy. And some people be like, Pam, I know that you're always busy. But the truth of the matter is that I'm actually busy being profitable, being productive. And when sometimes a lot of people say that they're busy, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're scaling. And being known doesn't mean that you are necessarily converting. If your business, what do I mean by this? A lot of times people say they own a business, but truth of the matter, the business owns them. If your business requires you to manually do everything in 2026, my dear friends, you are working backwards, right? You are not working smarter. You're absolutely working harder. Why? Because your business is not just, it's not a business. It's a job with a cute logo. Or more than anything, you think that it's all about your brand. And yes, but your brand is way more than the logo, way more than the visual assets. It's how people get to experience you. Why do I say this? Because the real issue is that your brain is not a CRM. Your brain was built for leadership. It was built for creativity. It was built for decision making. It was built for strategy. And it was built for vision, not for remembering who to follow up with, what link to send, or who needs reminders. And this is why AI matters more than ever. A lot of people think, oh my goodness, they're scared of AI. But the truth of the matter is, AI is nothing for you to be scared about. But it is definitely for you to be concerned about if you don't understand the value that it actually adds. Why? Because AI makes life easier because it removes the invisible workload. Here's some of the invisible workload is the part that nobody sees. And if you're a business owner like me, no matter what nature of business you're in, whether it is network marketing, whether it's consulting, whether it's coaching, whether it's influencing, it can be a service-based business, it could be a product-based business. Here's what a lot of us are doing. We're chasing leads. We're repeating answers 9 out of 10 times. We are sending reminders. We are scheduling back and forth, and we're forgetting follow-ups. We're onboarding clients manually, and sometimes we're losing the people who were actually interested. And let me tell you what's the scariest part about that. That's not just annoying, that's expensive. Okay? So, fortune isn't in just having leads. I love to say the fortune is always in the follow up. Now, here is what AI and automation do for me personally, and why it has been something that has been a game changer in what and how I build for my clients. Number one thing, email automations. If you are tuned into my newsletters, you're like, oh my goodness, these newsletters are so pretty. Yes, that's a lot of my personality, but a lot of these things, absolutely, right? My authenticity of my personality, but a lot of these things are automatically sent out to you. Why? Because email automations are important because nothing falls through the cracks. Email automations are not extra. They're actually the difference between inconsistent money and predictable revenue. Because when you are automating email, you can instantly send welcome emails. You can instantly send confirmations of your appointments. You can easily send reminders. You can easily send payment receipts, follow up sequences. Hey, you forgot to book messages, right? We all love those. And here's what I also love about it. Guys, you can nurture content that keeps you at the top of the mind so your business keeps working while you're sleeping, even when you're not working. Number two, not only email automations, if you're taking notes, because note takers are history makers, scheduling. So people can actually book without the runaround. If someone has to DM you 3 times and they have to wait 2 days for a response, then go back and forth on a time, you just not only lost that sale to someone who is organized like me, but someone who is organized with automation. And why is that? Because with automation, people book instantly, they get confirmations instantly, they get reminders automatically, and no shows actually drop. Cancellations decrease, which we all want those, and you stop babysitting your calendar. Make your calendar your friend, yes, but stop babysitting it in 2026. Here's the third thing that it does. So, email automations, right? Scheduling so people can book without the runaround. Funnels. So interest turns into income. What do I mean by that? A funnel is what takes someone from I'm interested to I'm booked and I'm paid. And most people don't have a funnel, they have vibes and hope. So funnels can actually automate lead capture, they can automate follow up texts and emails, they can automate booking pages, they can automate payments, they can automate onboarding, they can automate even upsells, they can even automate reactivations. And this is how you stop relying on motivation, because we all know motivation wears off like perfume, and start actually relying on structure, on infrastructure. And this is not only going to allow you to breathe, right? But it's going to 10x the valuation of your company. Here's another things that it does. Pipelines. So you can actually see where the money is sitting. And this part right here is what business owners need. Oh my goodness, I wish I had this way back in the day when I was in commercial banking, because I remember having to go through the pipelines, through the sales, through the funnels, and build all of these things manually. And the part right here is what business owners need, because once you have a pipeline, you can actually see who is a new lead. You can actually see who you need to follow up with, because again, fortune is in the follow up. Who actually booked you, or who booked your services, who booked your products, who paid, and who ghosted. Because we all got them little no shows, right? Or the people that say, oh, I'm going to do something and then never do it. But you can actually keep track of all of that in your pipeline. And you can actually keep in mind who needs to be reactivated. And now we're not guessing, we're actually tracking. And what gets tracked, my friends, actually gets paid. So now let's talk about the real flex, because I know you're like, okay, Pam, that was a cute 7-8 minutes. Now the real flex is an AI employee. And you're like, well, what is an AI employee? An AI employee is basically your receptionist. It can be your sales assistant. It can be your support rep. It can be all of these things working 24/7. And here's the best part, without payroll. Okay. So, what does it do? It can actually respond to leads instantly. It can answer FAQs of pricing services, of hours of booking. It can qualify your prospects. It can capture all of your data, from the name to the email to the phone number to the address, anything that is pertinent information for you to do what you need to do. It can book your appointments for you. It can follow up when these people ghost you. It can send the reminders for you so people actually show up. It can reactivate old leads from weeks or months ago. It can collect reviews automatically. It can route hot leads to you. I love that now when my clients book a service or they're done with a program, they automatically get a, hey, did you like our service? If so, here is your review where you could write it. Why? Because this takes a load off of me having to do that. So they automatically get a review collected from my AI employee. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Absolutely. Here's what else it does. It routes the hot leads to you. And there's no more guessing in this. And this is why AI is so powerful, because it doesn't just save time, it's protecting revenue. So when you're thinking of this, where most businesses are bleeding is they get leads but they don't convert them. And why? Because nobody is following up like a machine. And let me say it again, your brain is not a CRM. So why this makes me a better strategist for my clients, whether I am consulting with their brand or their business and helping them scale. And I love what I do because I'm not just building a brand that looks good. My clients, I know that I'm helping them build a business that runs smooth. So they don't just get marketing from me, they're getting automation, they're getting structure, they're getting follow up, they're getting systems, they're getting pipeline visibility, they're getting a client experience that actually feels premium. And premium experience sells premium efforts. So if this is if you're in a place that you're like, well, man, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Well, this is exactly why I use high level. Not because it's trendy, it's because it connects everything in one place. An AI employee, email and text automation, scheduling, my funnels, my pipelines, my reviews, my lead captures, my follow ups. One system, one login, one machine. So you stay high touch without being overworked. If you're ready to stop losing your leads and start running your business like it was built to scale, click the link and let's set it up. Blessings on blessings. Talk to y'all soon.